The girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. Today is going to be how do they feel. Oh my god, what's happening with this? Okay, so two power we develop and then we see. Okay, simple like that. I'm half asleep. I don't know why I'm so tired at the moment. It's no heat anymore. I mean, it's 22. It's fine. Okay, 1 2 1 2. Okay, so how does it feel? Pile number 1, 9 of Pentacles, Judgment, 2 of Swords. So they feel like they were blocked. Maybe they had to make a choice between two. Maybe they couldn't open their eyes, open their heart. They had to go through an introspection inevitably. They definitely had to go through a purge, and you as well, maybe, just to go to the core of who you are and also the core of this relationship. What is that all about? Because you're meant to be together. There's angel, God, universe want to say, well, you have to work you work it out. You have to work through this, okay? At the end of the day, you receive the fruit of your labor, and you have been probably an example for that person. So you lead by example because you worked on yourself, you worked on maybe your career, you worked to the point where you really very much want to treat people with a lot of respect. You want to be elegant at all level. And they want to do the same because that is something very, very noble. Absolutely. So, whoa, how do they feel? There is a bit of a tower moment. Maybe you were the tower moment because you are a revelation. 9 of Pentacles is one step away from the 10 of Pentacles. Happy ever after on the more logistic kind of things. Where are we going to live? How many kids do we want? Blah, blah, blah. But we had to clear the air one way or another, because with the judgment, anyway, you have to go to really to the core and rebuild what can be maybe rebuilt. And maybe there is to make that choice between two to do something about it, okay? We cannot stay in the middle of the road like this forever. Yeah, they're watching you, wishing to be with you, but they may be stuck somewhere else because of money. Or because there is a routine and they don't want to disturb the routine, right? Someone is on the fence. That's why they feel. That's how they feel. 7 of Wands that create a lot of tension, either at home with the other person or with yourself. Inevitably, right? But they're going to have to take a leap of faith, otherwise they're going to be totally foolish. Because when you have a 9 of Pentacles, therefore a potential of 10 of Pentacles, you don't mess around. Also, it could be that, when you go through that 10 of Pentacles later on, is like you met, you recognize each other, and then you have a period of no communication during which you're working on yourself. And then you take that leap of faith. You come back to the person because you both have done your homework. So maybe at the moment you have to be on standby. Not that you're waiting for them and you're just like, you know what, I take it easy. Stay cool. I stay cool. So you have a major arcana for how do they feel, pile number 1. You're fine. Yeah, you're guided. Inevitably, there is an energy, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, who say that you have to work on yourself. You have something to share together. You have to learn, and it's not have. It's just that you choose to do that more, I would say, because you know that make you a better person to go through this, and you can stretch your potential. You can stretch your wings and fly. So you become a better version of yourself regardless, okay? So how do they feel? They feel like whatever they're going through, it's an improvement, and they're learning from you very much so. Absolutely. So pile number 2, how do they feel? 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Oh, well. Someone was definitely running from the truth, maybe running with the money. They were running away from their feelings, their emotion towards you, because they were trying to get the mind, being the boss. That the mind doesn't work like that, because the mind is very limited to your heart, to your soul, to the universe, okay? Our mind is really little and very slow. So yes, they went through a 10 of Swords, or you went through 10 of Swords as well, because it's the end of that period of time, because it's not really nice, is it? Sword this way is very cruel, okay? So there's a lot of pain, betrayal, backstabbing, you name it. But after the 10 of Swords, you absolutely have the Ace of Swords. I know what I want, I know what I don't want. I don't want the 7 of Swords. I don't want someone running away from the truth, who use the mind to explain and justify the action. No, because it comes from the heart. On the other hand, we have a 6 of Wands. Someone is choosing you and leaving behind maybe a bunch of people, or maybe a mindset as well. That limited mindset, all about the ego. They have to go, because after the 10 of Swords, you don't have an 11 of Swords. You have Ace of Swords, okay? So you let go of certain ideas. That's There we go. Someone is on the middle of the road, absolutely. And we have discovered a lot since the last full moon. Some people think, do I stay in a job or relationship even though I'm bored, or do I take a leap of faith? At some point, you're going to have the Ten of Swords. Inevitably, you're going to have to choose. Inevitably, okay? Ace of Wands. So that means that you go through a Ten of Wands as well. They're very much an idea of finishing a cycle. So how do they feel? They feel like they have maybe to, okay, stop for a minute, reassess and take action towards you, because there is a new beginning. That could be as well a new idea of business, and why not trying to do it together? They cannot be in a limitation of the mind. This is the mind here, and this is the potential. They look at you maybe as a goddess or a god. They look at this story as something like a fairy tale, but they can definitely choose to open their eyes, remove any kind of limitation, and move forward. It's up to them. At the end of the day, you have an idea of new cycle. After the Ten of Swords, you have an Ace of Swords, and you have already the Ace of Wands, which means that you've been through a Ten of Wands, which means that you were maybe carrying a lot of responsibility, or they were carrying a lot of responsibility that didn't belong to them, and they choose not to do that anymore and put themselves first. Therefore, choose you. Okay? On this note, no, we're not, no. Major Arcana, Axelle. Yes, you're right. I'm telling you. So pile number 2, Major Arcana, the High Priestess. Wonderful. So you kind of know already what's cooking. You can see the potential in them. You see what they're going through because you've been there yourself. So you understand and you sit on it. You wait for them to watch the whole movie because you already know the end of the movie yourself. And now, on this note, I will say to you, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.